Welcome back. You always hear about keeping a severe weather kit in your car, but what about your home?
Mary Jo is on Madison's east side with a few ways to make sure you're prepared.
Hi, good morning, Dina and Charlotte. We're here at Home Depot where they're just getting ready for the day. They're cleaning up, preparing for customers on this very early Thursday morning. And with me is Jeff Scheller. He is an associate here at Home Depot. Jeff, thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure.
Of course. So, obviously severe weather is a big thing here in Wisconsin. When it comes to the winter, how should people prepare in their homes? What should they have?
We have issues sometimes around here where you can have power outages. One of the things we have over here is a generator. A portable generator. It can get you through some of your smaller issues that you can run into. We also have at the store services where you can get whole house generators.
So this is a smaller version?
That's a smaller version. A whole house one will turn on everything. It'll run your furnace, your water heater, all your lights. You won't even know the difference.
And you were saying earlier that this is something that you can possibly plug into, like, is the electrical box?
It is possible. If you get the right person to do it, you can get things like this hooked up to your electrical panel at your house.
Okay, so what else aside from the generator should we have in our homes?
Other things for emergencies are different styles of flashlights. You know, we have these, which pretty much everybody has seen. You know, nothing fancy. They have newer technology now where this doesn't work until...
So make sure you get a working flashlight.
You turn these...
Oh. So you don't need a battery
for that? You don't need batteries. This is a crank that automatically recharges that battery for you.
Okay.
You know, there's other styles of flashlights.
That's really bright.
That is very bright.
Good morning. So there's that too.
Yep. So there's lots of different options. You know, things like this, you can place these wherever you want throughout the whole house, and you have something there just in case something happens.
Now, do you have customers that come in here kind of maybe not knowing exactly what they should have, or maybe they're not? These are like little things that they don't really think about.
Oh, yes.
When it comes to getting the house ready.
There's a lot of situations where people come in and, you know, they're just not exactly sure, you know, what it is that exactly we need. So we'll just talk them through, find out what their needs are, and go from there. And
they'll come find you now that you're a big TV star.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff, thank you so much.
No problem.
All right, and of course, this segment will be posted on channel3000.com, so if you want to revisit any of the tips that Jeff shared with us, you can check that out later on this morning. And Charlotte and Dina will check back with you at 6:15, and during that segment, we're going to switch gears and talk more about...
Weatherization, insulation.
Sorry about that. You're right. Jeff should get a new job in TV, because I can't remember. But yeah, we'll talk about heating your home and saving some money at the same time.
Okay, thank you.
Well, you know, there's nothing like saving a little money this time of the year.
Mary Jo Ola is on Madison's east side with cost-efficient ways to keep your home warm. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Charlotte and Dina. We're back here at Home Depot, and with me this morning is Jeff Scheller. He is an associate here at Home Depot. Jeff, thanks so much for being with us.
My pleasure.
All right, so of course it feels like we've already hit winter here in Wisconsin, but we got to catch a break this weekend. How can people keep their home warm for the next, 4 months, but still save some money?
Well, one of the biggest ways you can do it is we have insulation like this. First of all, we have these two pink ones that are down here. We have a machine here that you can rent, and this will actually blow insulation up into your attic, keep a lot of that heat from escaping out through the roof. We also have stacked next to that rolls of insulation. That gets a little bit more in depth. Sometimes you got to get back behind your drywall, but in some cases with older homes, it's definitely worth it, to go through the expense of removing drywall and putting that in. You'll save yourself a lot of money.
Now, since you mentioned it, if you have an older home, is there a certain point when you should double check your insulation to see if it's still good or if you need a new batch?
There's heating contractors that can come in and they have like thermal imaging, and they can shoot this picture onto your wall, and it'll give different colors of where you're losing heat or where the cold is coming in, different problems that you might be having.
Okay, so aside from insulation, what else can you do?
Another one, and a lot of people are probably very familiar with this kind of a product. This is the stuff that you put on doors and windows. You use a double-sided tape. You put that on the trim. You put the plastic on. You kind of push it in adhered, and then you use a blow dryer. and the blow dryer makes it tight. And this is probably right now one of our biggest selling things. We are constantly going through our inventory on this.
So if we're going to come out and pick that up, make sure you stock up before.
Yeah, we run out of that often.
Okay, so that sounds simple enough. So windows and doors, you can put that in. And then you mentioned this earlier, it's a draft buster.
Yep, you can slide this underneath a door. You can put it over by a window. Just kind of keeps that draft from coming through. Underneath doors are one of the places where it's a little bit harder for some people to do work on. A little bit more in depth. This is kind of a quick fix that will get you through, and it'll make a big difference.
All right, and then real briefly, I know we're running out of time here, but you also have this, and this tool here, the tank booster, will help keep your...
That is actually, you put that on your water heater.
Water heater, okay.
And what that does is it has a valve in it, a special valve, and you turn your water heater up a little bit higher. It gets rid of all diseases, and then it has a separate cold line that feeds into it that helps mix it, so when it comes to your house, it's not quite as hot as it is in the water heater.
All right, well, very good tips to know. Jeff, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
You're welcome.
All right, so again, if you want to revisit any of Jeff's tips or reminders, you can head to channel3000.com. Our interview will be posted there later this morning. Charlotte and Dina coming up at 6:45. We'll talk more about doing some of that safe decorating for the holidays. This weekend looks like a good weekend to do it, so we'll check in with you at 6:45 about that.
Thanks a lot.